Course 2 from Sketch to Cinematic IP, Location Design Part 3. Welcome to our fourth class where we will be doing the location design of the warehouse. In the previous episodes, we designed the mother, who was the emotional core of the story. Then the second, the monster, the physical embodiment of the threat. And now we will be doing the design of where this is happening. Now, a good location design is not just a background, it also helps tell the story. A good location should have the following: support the tone of the story and also create atmosphere. And for us, it's create atmosphere and tension because it's a horror. For this project, the fight scene will be taking place in a warehouse and at night or semi-night. Because if it's too dark, it's hard to draw. You can't really see details. So you need to have some sort of lighting. Anyway. And then the goal of this design is to do something that feels dangerous, isolated, and cinematic. This exterior establishes the mood before the action even happens, and this is the first impression that your readers are going to get when reading your story. You got to think about how the audience would feel approaching this for the first time. So it should feel empty, forgotten, and slightly threatening. I decided to draw these ones even bigger because I was going to use them for the actual comic and maybe zoom in on some shots for the backgrounds. It's good to work hard, but sometimes you got to work smart and hard, or work smart, not harder. So here I am getting the foreground. It gives more depth, so you have a really dark contrast, and then you kind of fade each steps. It looks like it's further and further away. It really helps with the mood. I use AI in Photoshop to sometimes make images bigger. If you haven't used that yet, it's a lifesaver sometimes. It's so good. And then for extra bodies, the dead bodies on the ground. If you did the other classes, when I did the zombie, I took some references of bodies on the floor because I knew I would use them later. And then I copy paste them, and then sometimes you mirror them because when you're going to redraw them, they're not going to be exactly the same. Sometimes I'll get the head chopped off or the legs chopped off. So I noticed in my reference shot, the exterior, the windows they're not the same as the ones on the interior. I've took another image, took the windows there, copy pasted on there, and then skewed it so it fits. And if the lighting isn't right, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna draw on top of it. So when I do the foreground, I use a bigger brush. I find it helps to separate the foreground to the midground and background. And I use a lot of black because I want it to be a very dark silhouette. You go a bit lighter, then I keep going darker and darker because it's hard to see how dark it is until everything is in place. So now for the midground, I use a smaller brush because you want your detail the details, the further you're away, the more details there is. So the smaller the line should be. And again, I use an overlay of white so I can see more of my brush strokes. And when I'm a bit confused, I just go all in white and then go back and forth. So drawing all the windows, it takes forever, but it looks good in the end. And there's some detail that I don't need. You don't have to draw every detail that you see. Some of it might be confusing, and you always want your reader to be able to tell exactly what's going on, unless that's part of the story that you want to confuse them. But usually it's good to have them know what they're watching just so that they can read the next panel and so on. Some of the best comics that I've read, you just flip through the pages and you're having a really good time. You want to see what's happening next. Me questions. I can also do a class where I talk about horizon lines if you want to draw backgrounds without any reference, like what I've been doing. For this one, I'm just trying to do something quick, and it's very effective, but we can do a course where I teach horizon lines, 2-point perspective, 1-point perspective, 3-point perspective. So yeah, that's it. Hope you like this little tutorial. See you in the next course.